Hubby's work never stops. He's just been out at the front reserve, whippersnipping all the front gutter, for want of a better word. This is where all the runoff runs, and it runs down here into the culvert, onto the other side, and down into Billy's Creek. The posts along here have been put out to stop traffic parking here, as it was extremely wet, and the traffic changed the whole course of the runoff. So Hubby put these out, and it is actually dry now mostly, but we're going to keep them here because the channel here, you can't really see it now, it's all been whippersnipped, but the channel runs down here all the way down there, and of course all this is where the whippersnip has thrown the leaves onto the road, and Hubby will blow them off this road once he's finished the portion of whippersnipping that he's doing at the moment. But the work never ends. I hate the blower being used. Can't stand the bloody things, but sometimes needs must, particularly in a property this size, and along the road shouldn't hopefully do too much damage, as Hubby's just blowing back the leaves that he kicked up doing the whippersnipping. But yeah, I hate the And now for the next phase. This is the other side of the reserve outside the gate, and it's a fair distance as well. I'll just walk up, gives you an idea of how far. Going along our fence line. Oops. Now we go up here. Just go look. The sun now has obviously come out. But the fence line, I don't know if you can see it in the sun, but this is, oh, not there yet, even I don't know where it ends. This is the end of our fence line. So if I turn around here and you look back down the hill where the gate is, you can see the length of the other half. Now Hubby won't pull all this grass down up here, or maybe he will, I'm not sure. It will depend what he thinks and whether to leave some of the grasses for the wildlife, though there's heaps on our side of the gate and the fence. But it'll just depend what he thinks. But as you see, there's a fair amount of reserve outside the... Oh, and I'll just turn around and just let you see the street. And back down. So you certainly don't bring a lawnmower at this part. You just literally, let's keep out of the way here. I'll get blasted. So as you see, Hubby will cut down the rough grass, and then he'll finish up coming down here. But it should give you some idea of the frontage of the property as far as length. And then back down to the gate. And all this isn't even within our property, it's just on the outside of technically council reserve, but they never do it. So we have to, and of course it's bushfire season, so you've got to make sure you cut down as much as you can to save any fire or whatever. But I'd be honest, if a fire does come through, I think you just run and hope for the best. So there you have it. I think the front reserve here is more than a lot of people have as a full garden, so it's a lot of work. But I think I'll leave it to him now. And so oops. This is magnolia, just while I'm here. It's had some flowers, but they don't last long, but it's looking quite healthy in the leaves with the recent rains. So that's good. And a lot of these grass, this is on our side of the fence, but Hubby will leave a lot of these just growing for the wildlife. So there you have it. And I will head back up to the house.